We're talking about that awkward Oscars moment when Faye Dunaway and Warren Beatty announced the wrong Best Picture winner. It was an unforgettable mix-up that 2 months later, Faye is still not over.
It's a moment I still have not recovered from. We had planned to come on stage, do some banter, see the film clips. Then Warren was supposed to open the envelope and then, for suspense, pass me the card to read the winner.
You'd rehearsed this already.
We'd rehearsed the whole thing. What happened that night was Warren opened the envelope, took the card out, and didn't speak. He looked around. He looked over me. He looked inside the envelope again. I think he was hoping to find another card in there.
Time is ticking by.
Time is ticking by.
You say something.
Well, I said, "You're impossible."
You thought he's playing the crowd for the suspense.
Yeah, well, he's charming. You know, he makes you wait, and he's just the best in all those ways. But the show was going late, and I was trying to tell him, "Come on, let's get on with it." And I read the name of the film on the card, and it was the wrong name.
But you didn't know that at the time.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
And then suddenly someone said, no, they didn't win. Another film won.
It clearly wasn't your fault, but did you feel stung by it?
Yeah, completely. And we were, I won't say deers in the headlight, but you are completely stunned. You don't know what has happened.
Were you angry?
No, I was very guilty. I thought I could have done something, surely. Why didn't I see Emma Stone's name on the top of the card? There's something about that moment in front of the entire world, all those lives and all our history, I think just combined to make us both not able to perform what normally one would perform. Normally you would say, this is the wrong card, but it didn't happen that way.
Can the two of you laugh about it now? Or is it still too soon?
Not really.
Let's talk about what you're doing right now.
Okay, thank you. Can we put that to bed?
We can put that to bed. The Case for Christ.
Yeah.
It was a fascinating book. It's about a journalist who wants to disprove Christianity and finds just the opposite.
Yeah.
You're in one scene, but it's a pretty powerful and pivotal scene in the movie.
To be honest, that would be an even bigger miracle than the resurrection itself.
Why did you want to be a part of it?
I've been interested in these faith films for quite a while because I'd like to get myself involved more in that genre.
You're marking, of course, the 50th anniversary of Bonnie and Clyde.
Right.
What was it like playing Bonnie? This was early in your career. It was a transformative part.
Well, I'm Miss Bonnie Parker, and this here's Mr. Clyde Barrow. We rob banks.
She was a great character, very touching character, sassy and kind of bold, and it was a wild ride. Slowly, I think it began to crumble. Bonnie, at one point, was feeling so much anguish and everything that she wanted to go back and see her mother. Bonnie! That lovely run through the courtyards that she made. Warren caught up with her and held her, and he said, "Don't ever do that, don't ever run away, baby." And I said, "I want to see my mama, I want to see my mama." And he said, "No, we're going to go." So we went to see my mama. And Warren was beside me at this point. He said, "We're going to come back and see you more often, Mama." She said, "You better not do that, Clyde. You won't live long if you do."
I love the fact that you can still recite the lines in character.
Oh, I can pretty much remember a lot of the lines.
She's a terrific interview, terrific lady, and it is still sticking in her craw, the whole Oscars thing. As you remember, the company that was in charge of the awards and the cards took full responsibility for it, but it's kind of a moment that's, you know, hard to just brush off.
Really well. She should move on.
Yeah. It is kind of the worst nightmare, though. Can you imagine?
Well, we all do live TV.
Yes, right.
Exactly.
We can relate.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.